Hey everyone, in this video we're going to be going over how to do one of the most iconic kicks of Capoeira, the Meia Lua de Compasso, or the compass half moon. Now this is a more complicated kick, so give yourself some time. We're going to break it down piece by piece, building up to actually doing the kick. But if you need to, rewatch a few pieces of this video until you get to the point where you feel comfortable moving on. To begin, we're going to start off in Ginga, just like always, and we're going to actually use our entrada for this one. So, 1, 2, 3. Now I want you to entrada here. Only now, with your entrada, I want you to lean forward. So I'm really bending this front leg, and I'm straightening this back leg out. I'm actually completely straight with my back leg. And my backhand, in this instance, my left, probably your right, goes under my hips with my fingertips pointing back and away. My right hand, your left, goes over your head, and now I'm looking through the little arch of my leg and my arm. And I'm doing this because I'm protecting my head. The crown of my head should be pointed at the ground. Here. And this is Meia Lua na base, the base of the Meia Lua. So we're just going to hold here for a second and smile. Good, 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 good. And then as you come up, keeping that hand up to protect your face. Always, this is the money maker. Remember, you got to protect this. And then we're just going to pivot right here into a Ginga position. All right? And Ginga, and we're going to do the other side. So we're going to just start off with this base to get us used to where we need to go. 1, 2, 3. Step up, entrada, and lean towards your target. So lean towards me, bending your front leg, straightening your back leg completely. My right, your left, down under my hips. And the reason why it goes under my hips and not back over here will become apparent as we start to do this kick. If my hand is too far away from my base foot, this front foot, I'm going to be off balance and I'm going to fall down. But if I put my hand underneath my hips, then I have a solid base, a solid tripod of 2 hands and 1 foot with which to spin around on, and I'll be more stable. So here. And then the other hand goes over. All right. And smile. You're probably feeling a nice groin stretch in your back leg at this point in time. Your base leg might feel a little bit on fire, but it's okay. Just smile. It'll all be good. You'll get used to it. Good. And up. Again, protecting your face on the way up. The hand's already there. Don't do anything to move it. And rotate into a Ginga position. Now we're going to do this 4 more times together. Alright, so just Ginga with me. 1, 2, 3. We're going to go into that base. So entrada, lean, back hand under your hip, front hand over your head. And come up, protecting your head and pivoting. Good. Good, good, good. 1, 2, 3. Step up, entrada, lean, back hand under your hips, front hand off to the side here. Good. And up, and into Ginga. And now you may find yourself moving forward a little bit. After all, we are doing entrada. So go ahead, take time in your Ginga to move back, or if you even need to, just take a step back so you don't run into the wall. All right, 2 more times. 1, 2, 3. Step up, entrada, and lean. Good. Really check your placement. Your hands should be nice and comfortable. Flat hands wherever possible. You don't want to have server fingers because, again, if you somebody falls on you on accident, you're not going to have fingers anymore. So, flat hands, and then up and around. Good, good, good. 1, 2, 3. Entrada, lean, and Meia Lua na base. Perfect. Great. Flat hands, Checking the placement of your hands. This is the last nabazi we're gonna do. Good, and up and back. All right, perfect. So now we're gonna actually add in the kick. Now the striking surface for a Meia Lua de Compasso is actually gonna be your heel. And you wanna make sure that your foot is parallel to the ground. And we'll get into exactly how you're gonna do that. You're gonna need to open up your hips and turn them up just a little bit. So we're gonna go through it nice and slow here. All right, ginga with me. 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna stand up here, center base, Meia Lua na base. Only now, this is where that tripod, that solid base comes into play, because we're gonna lift up this back foot with a straight leg. We're just gonna lift it up and making sure that I'm pointing my heel. It doesn't have to be high. I'm just gonna go ahead and walk all the way around. Right back here into ginga, nice and low. Now you wanna stay nice and low. You don't wanna pop right up from your Meia Lua de Compasso. Again, you're just giving them the present of your face. Don't do that. Nice and low. And up in ginga. We'll do it like that one more time, and then we'll go into a little bit of those hip mechanics to open up your hips. Make sure you're nice and parallel. Just walk it around. 1, 2, 3. Step up. Entrada. Meia Lua na base. Now, this straight leg, keep that kicking leg straight at all times. Come up and just walk it around. Good. And land here, nice and low. Nice and low. And notice that I've still got flat hands. Very important. Protecting my face, moneymaker. Again, protect that. And come up. Good. So, with the hips, like I was talking about, this next time we're gonna kind of move through a little bit more and a little bit more. We're gonna do 4 of these together, all right? With your hips, as you kick, just watching for right now. If you notice, my hips are parallel to the ground, just facing the ground here. So I need to rotate them, really open up my side. If you can see, I'm turning my left hip up towards the ceiling, and it's automatically causing my foot to just rotate. And this is where you want your foot to be. So it'll come straight across, pop, and kick the other person. Ideally, they move out of the way, or you stop it in time. But I'm gonna open that up a little bit. So we're gonna do 4 more kicks together. 2, again, nice and low, but opening up those hips. And then 2, I'm gonna show you what a full Meia Lua de Compasso should look like, and that's gonna be the goal. All right? Together. 1, 2, 3. Step up. Entrada, Meia Lua na base. Make sure you're rotating your hips. I want straight kicking leg all the way through, and you can walk it around. Good. And we'll ginga together a little bit. If you ever get lost during these, go ahead and freeze, and I promise I'll catch up to you, and then you can just continue ginga all together. 1, 2, 3. Step up. Entrada, Meia Lua na base, and that nice, easy kick all the way around. Good. All right, so this time, for our last 2, if that's where you're comfortable, stay there. However, a full Meia Lua de Compasso, just for watching, you actually don't walk your hands around. You just rotate with the hips. All right, so again, I'm going here, and I've reached far enough that my body can spin around that base foot. I'm using the ball of my foot as the rotation point, not the heel, okay? One other thing to keep in mind for these last 2 is as you kick, breathe out. All right, just like with boxing or MMA, right? You breathe out as you punch or you strike, because you are not only tightening up the muscles of your core so that if you do get hit in retaliation, it hurts less, but you're also exhaling all of that air. So again, if you do get hit in retaliation, you won't get the wind knocked out of you. Because a common thing for a Meia Lua de Compasso is a cabeçada, a headbutt, to come right up and under, and that's going for the soft underbelly. So breathe out as you go. These last two, make them your best, either walking your hands around or trying just to bring the whole foot around on its own, making sure you exhale. All right, ready? Last two, make them your best. 1, 2, 3. Step up, entrada, Meia Lua de Compasso. Good. Ginga a bit, everyone catch up. Perfect. Last one, 2, 3. And exhale as you kick. Good. All right, yeah. So that was Meia Lua de Compasso. Again, one of the most iconic kicks of capoeira, also very tricky to do. So if you need to, go ahead, rewind this video a little bit, check back at the points where you might have been a little bit shaky. We went through every piece and part. Don't worry about height of your kick just yet. That comes with time. Work on your form. Straight kicking leg, pointing the heel, opening up those hips, and a nice bent base with your hands closer to your base leg, and you'll have a really solid Meia Lua de Compasso. So keep training, and I'll see you in the next video.